If I could go back 15 years and hand myself a cheat sheet for starting Parkinson's medication, wow, would I have saved me a lot of frustration and maybe a few awkward dinners? Well, today I'm sharing the 5 things that I wish I had known before taking my first dose, the things that people only learn the hard way. And stick around to the end for today's Bryce-ism because it's one that I wish someone had told me the day that I first swallowed my first pill.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Well, welcome back to the podcast. And I want to thank all my loyal viewers and the inner circle for coming back. And if you're new here, my name is Bryce, and this is Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. And this podcast is all about providing strength and hope and support to individuals living with Parkinson's and their caregivers. I share motivational stories and tips and insights to help you navigate life with Parkinson's. And if you're looking for that type of content, then make sure to subscribe, join the movement, come with us. We are changing the way that people think about Parkinson's and people live with Parkinson's. So today is a program that I'm passionate about. 5 things I wish that I'd known before I started taking my Parkinson's medication. So let's get right into it. Here is number one. Number one thing that someone I wish I would have known was this, that timing is everything. When I first started, I thought, just take it when you remember. Wrong. Parkinson's meds work best on a schedule, and protein can interfere with that absorption. Okay. So as I say, I'll always say this, meds on time, every time. I know I preach it, but it's so important. It's so important. It's not just something you just fluff by and get by. If you take it, and I take mine every 3 hours. So if it's every 3 hours, I try to hit it on the nose. I don't try to say, I'll get it in a minute. I'll get it after this. Take your meds on time every time. And here's a specific tip that I wish I had. Ready? And you can talk to your doctor about this. Take your meds 30 to 60 minutes before protein, or wait about 2 hours after eating it and then take them. See, I learned the hard way after eating a massive steak dinner and wondering why my meds seemed to vanish. Spoiler alert, the protein was blocking them. So I want to be really clear about this. I'm not a doctor. I'm someone who's lived with Parkinson's for 15 years. So I always check with my doctor before I make a change, or we talk about if I can or what I should do and what strategies are working and what things that we should implement. Okay. But I don't plan my meals around my meds. I just don't. If I know I'm going to be eating a heavy protein meal, I take an extra pill, my last dose, or half an hour before, an hour after, whatever it might be. I work that with my doctor, and we work that through. I think it's one of the most frustrating things to try to, and frustrating, hard, and almost impossible, depending on your schedule, to work food around your meds. It's much easier the other way around. Talk to your doctor, fix it, change it. I promise you, it's life changer. It will change your life. It really will. All right, here's number 2. Side effects can be sneaky. I wish someone would have told me about these silly side effects that were so sneaky. They don't always show up with like a warning label, says. Sometimes it's subtle, a shift in mood, changes in sleep, or even behavior. Now, for me, it started with these weird, vivid dreams. And I'll admit, a little more impulse shopping than usual, right? But here's the bottom line. If something feels off, don't wait until your next appointment. Call your doctor and talk about it. Where I'm from in Canada, we see normally our neurologist or movement disorder specialist once every 6 months. I've heard in the inner circle and other places, some it's every 3 months, some is 9 months. It's whatever it might be. That if something's going on with you, don't wait, 5 months or 6 months, 4 months. You phone your doctor. They'll see you. They'll make an appointment or send them an email, however it might be. And if you're just getting diagnosed, or if you're just seeing these doctors, make sure on your appointment, say, in between appointments, if something's not right and something feels off, what is the best way to get in touch with you? Is it email? Is it calling the office? Please let me know and confirm that with them. Okay. And and don't think you're going to be a burden on your doctor. Okay. You're not. As a matter of fact, my doctor, my movement disorder specialist, God bless him, he is always telling me, why haven't I talked to you for 6 months? Like, is everything, so I assume everything's okay. In other words, he's saying, if something's not right, if something's not going the way, to make sure they call. You have to be your own advocate. I'm telling you, you cannot sit back and wait with Parkinson's, because you know what? Did anybody ever tell you it's a progressive disease? So sit back and wait for what? For it to progress? Do it, fix it, change it now. Okay. And if that's you and that's out there, tell me in the comments. Do you talk to your doctor in between appointments? Do you phone him? How do you communicate with him? Or maybe you've never done it. Let me know. Let's start a conversation in the comments. I read and reply to every single one. So please let me know. Is this new, or do you do this as well? Okay. Now, here's the third thing. Okay. The third thing is this: the doses change over time, right? When I first got diagnosed, hey, let's start with this pill. Let's start with that pill. One pill every 4 hours. Well, listen, your dose will change, and that's not failure. Okay. Early on, I thought more pills meant I was losing ground. Right? Oh no, I can't take more. That means I'm falling, I'm slipping, it's going faster. The reality, your doctor's fine-tuning your treatment to keep you moving and feeling as good as possible. Remember that. They're fine-tuning it to make you feel as good as possible. Okay, it doesn't mean you're losing. It doesn't mean it's defeat. Oh my God, I had to add another pill. I had to increase my dose. Oh boy, I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, you do. It's better than dealing with all these off times, right? So get in there and get going with that. Right? And here's the thing that you can remember: Parkinson's is progressive. That means your med schedule, that means it's going to continually get, worse. And that means that as that progresses, your meds were going to progress as well. It's going to be a continual. Don't ever think it's a one-stop shop for all your meds. All right, and we're going to move on. Oh, before I move on to number 4, don't forget about this Bryce-ism. Stay tuned to it, because it's at the end here, and you're really going to like it. I know you are. All right, number 4, communication is key. Okay. I schedule a check-in every 3 to 6 months, even if I feel steady. Okay. It's not about seeing your doctor only when things are bad. It's about keeping them in the loop so they can just adjust before the problems start. Bring your notes, track your symptoms, and speak up. Now, I know I kind of stepped on this one already. Okay. I know I already stepped on it, but now what I'm going to tell you is I've gotten to a rhythm. So now I call my doctor every 3 months. So I 6 months, halfway in between. I just do a quick check-in. Hey, here's where I'm at. Here's some things that are going on. Some things I'm thinking about, even if it's okay. Even if things have been really well, I check in. Hey, doctor, hey, doc, I won't say it, but hey, doctor, blah, 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 blah. Hey, things are going really well with me. Here's what I've been thinking about. If it's no big deal, I'll see you in a couple months. And if it is, reach out to me. So that's an intentional check-in. And I had to do that because I'm probably like you. I'm not the first one that's going to be trying to, bug the doctor. But anyway, so that's from me to you. And it's a good one. So here is number 5. This is the 5th thing I wish someone would have told me before I started taking the medication. And that's this: that starting meds isn't just physical, it's also mental. For me, accepting that I needed medication every day felt like a defeat at first. Now I see it as a tool that gives me more control over my life and not less. I barely took any medication before Parkinson's. So I was not used to taking, I wasn't used to taking 1 pill a month, let alone, 30, 40 a day. Okay. So that takes a mental toll, but accept it, right? Just accept that I need it. It's not defeat. It's just a tool to make my life better. Okay. And in just a moment, I'll give you that Bryce-ism that sums up everything that I've learned about meds in one line. All right. So let's recap this quickly. 5 things. Number 1, timing is everything. Number 2, side effects can be sneaky. Number 3, doses change, and that's okay. 4, communication is key. Number 5, the mental adjustment matters. All right, here's your Bryce-ism for the day. With Parkinson meds, you're not chasing perfection. You're chasing balance. And some days, balance means accepting the wobble. There you go. Now it's your turn. What's one thing you wish you'd known before you started your Parkinson's medication? Drop it in the comments. Your advice could help someone just starting out. And remember, you don't have to do Parkinson's alone. Join the movement. Come with us. Be a part of this community, a community that gets it, a community that's there for each other. And if you want to go deeper and you want to really get into these subjects and deeper, not just with me, but not just with me, but also with other people that are just like you, caregivers and people with Parkinson's, join the Inner Circle. The link's in the description below. And it's awesome. And I invite you there. No pressure, but I invite you there. Anyway, until then, I want you to go out and I want you to do life, and I want you to do life today. We'll see you next time.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinsons, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today. Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinsons, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.